Good evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started for the evening. Keep going through the line and get your food. The bar is obviously open. Help yourself. We're going to go through and do some things. This is something new we wanted to try this year, to have an opportunity here on Saturday night to gather socially. But also, when we get done with the awards, the Fleece room will be open for a little bit until about 6:30. And then the Fleece room will be open all morning tomorrow, so you can come in and check out the Fleece room and all the different awards and those kind of things. But we're going to start tonight with our Student Design Awards. We've had a group of about 8 students here the last couple of days. Ruth has been working really hard with them. We'll get going with, let Ruth introduce all of our Student Design winners. But before we do that, let's give Ruth a big hand for all of her hard work on our Student Design program. Thank you, Ruth.
Well, welcome. This is one of the best groups we've ever had. I've been doing this for 12 years now. This is the 15th annual Student Design Competition. And since 2003, AOBA and now AOA have sponsored a college-level student design competition that is open to students from universities in Canada and the U.S. And every year, it just gets better and better and better. Let me tell you how it works. The mission is that we are reaching out to the colleges and university in the hopes that these student design people in textiles and fashion will go on to have a great career and understand how Alpaca can work into their designs. And it's working. This is a list of past finalists of the Student Design Competition since 2010. Those are the only ones I know about because there didn't used to be Facebook and LinkedIn and all of that stuff back before then. So these are the ones that are gainfully employed in the fashion and textile business. Yes?
Number 2, we sell yarn timber.
Yay. Yes. Well, she started with us. You know, she was at Philadelphia, so great. I'm glad to hear it. And you'll see more of that. Many of these people are just really out on their own. Tony Embry is over in North Carolina with his own design companies doing really well. Leah Laria is in San Francisco, and I'm in constant contact with her. And the rest of them are actually gainfully employed. And it's just a great thing. So parents of your students here tonight, there's hope. Okay, the theme this year is the theme that we've had for the last 6 years because it works. It's environmentally friendly fiber for fashion and textiles. So there are 2 categories. They send in their boards to me. But before that, I send out tons and tons of yarn, roving, and fabric to the schools for them to give out to their students. So the judging happens at the beginning of May. The samples go out in January. The students work on their designs spring semester now, and then the boards come back to me, and then my team comes in to do the judging. We've had this team for 12 years now, and the 2 judges are Nancy Rutherford, who couldn't be here. She's at an International Textile and Apparel Association meeting in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So she sends her regards, but she loves doing this. She's from Knoxville. And then Jenny Bennett, who is our other judge, who is from Sweetwater and has been teaching spinning all day. So my faithful companion, Melody Wiest, stand up. Not only are we cohorts in crime in just general Alpaca stuff, she comes over and helps me with the judging. So thank you, dear. So Jenny wants to talk about a little bit about the judging process and what she's seen over the years.
As Ruthie said, this is the 12th year that I've done this, and you know, it's really cool. Over the years, you know, we've seen some pretty remarkable stuff. We've seen some designs that make you say, wow, you know, I never really thought of that. And we see some duds that make you say, what were they thinking? But I want you to know that I take the privilege of getting to judge this very seriously. And it's not just because there's a lot of money involved, which there is, and there's some pretty cool prizes, you know, which there also is. But this involves people's dreams. And I don't mean just, you know, like classroom assignments and livestock. These are people's dreams, and you can't just go around stomping on people's dreams. I think that a collaboration between the designers and the alpaca owners is really a valuable thing. I think that everybody can succeed doing this. And just like with every other facet of life, if you work and put your efforts into making somebody else look good, everybody wins. The designers, you know, they work pretty hard and they make the alpaca people look pretty good. And the alpaca people already believe that they make everybody else look good. But, you know, we can work on this and we can do a little better. A good designer really understands what makes alpaca fiber a little bit different from everything else. They understand the particular facets of alpaca, you know, whether it's soft or not, whether it's curly or not, whether it's elastic or not. They understand color and yarn and fiber. They understand the difference between woven and knitted and felted. And they understand body parts and how to make designs that will accommodate parts that need to move and how they need to move. Most alpaca people don't really know these things. It's okay. What alpaca people know is TDN analysis and how to accommodate for that. They understand parasite cycles and ovulation cycles. They understand fences and grass and weeds and which ones are problems. They know, some of them know a little bit about skirting and know about microns. They manage for stress and for heat and for cold. Alpaca people hold their breath for 11 and a half months hoping for a girl. Right? And they get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because they heard a noise out at the barn. But they really don't understand fashion and textile design very well. So this competition, like Ruthie said, you know, the alpaca owners have donated a lot of fiber and fabrics so that the designers can get their hands on this actual stuff that they're going to be designing with. And I've lost my place. The students are totally, completely immersed in design and color and fashion and really cool ideas. And they're given pretty free rein for their designs. So when the designs come in, you know, they're having a really nice, clear display of their ideas, and you'll get to see those out, and probably you already did, is a real plus. But we have score sheets, you know, like they do for lots of other things. And it has things like overall appeal and is this idea marketable and that sort of thing. And it's also got in there technical things like how is the seaming and the buttons and the fasteners going to work together on this. So at the end of it all, it's not just I like this one better and I don't much care for that one. There's a lot more to that than this. But at the end of it all, it comes down to alpacas. And it has to be a design. The winner has to have a design that an alpaca owner that, remember, doesn't really know much about textiles and design can point to and say, this, do you see this design? This is what you can do with alpaca. This is why I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is that and the kisses on the nose and the nice comfortable barn. So the designers need to keep in mind that all of these alpacas that they're using their wool for and for their designs, these alpacas have names. They don't have ear tag numbers and are just basically eating machines that, you know, like livestock, like cattle. They have personalities and they have friends, and unlike cotton plants, you know, they have preferences and they care a lot about comfort. And alpaca owners need to understand that designers have cell phones and credit cards. They can order really wonderful fiber from anywhere in the world. And their designs are nice. And they can design really cool stuff for moving body parts and make somebody look good with yak, like silk, like mohair. They need you too. And so really at the end of it all, you need each other. You need to take care of each other. You need to look out for each other, because you can each make each other look good. And that's what this design is.
You can tell why she's so good at being our judge. And Nancy is much, much the same. It's an amazing thing to watch them judge these entries. So, in fourth place for textiles, we have Lena Willie, who is from, Jessica Moore. I'm getting my fashion and my textiles mixed up. I do that every year. Okay, Jessica Moore, who is from Kent State University in Kent, Ohio. Come on up. Her instructor is Janice Lessman Moss, who we've worked with for many, many years. Jessica is a normal student entry that we got, okay? It looks like she was involved with Janice. So her sponsor is America's Natural Alpaca in Somerville, Ohio. There you go. Congratulations. Thank you. Here's a check. Maybe I'll get this right. Okay, our third place finalist is Amy May. No, we're going to do it later. She's local. She's from Franklin, Tennessee, actually lives in Fairview, just down the road. And her instructor is Annette Metcalf, who is over there with her. This is their first time in a while from O'Moore to enter the competition, but we're glad to have them back. And this fall they go into the Belmont University system, so we're excited about that for them. So congratulations, Amy. Oh, and I have to give a shout out to the Tennessee Alpaca Association who sponsored her. Our second place finalist in textiles is Hannah Beckett, who is from Jefferson Philadelphia University. Her instructor is Megan Kelly. I cannot remember a year that Philadelphia University didn't have a finalist or two up here. So we're thrilled that she's here, and congratulations. And our first place is Catherine Matos Gonzalez from FIT in New York City. Her instructor is Nomi Kleinman, who we've been working with for the last 5 years, and we love working with them. And her sponsor is CNC Alpaca's Chris Riekerd. So here you go. Thank you. Now we're going to Lena Willie, who is the fourth place fashion finalist. She's from Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. This is the first year that Washington University has ever entered this competition. And we're excited that we have two finalists that are here from the same university. So, yay. Her instructor is Jennifer Ingram, and her sponsor is Liz Van Valkamp. There you go. Thank you. Fashion third place is Sydney Lennox from Kansas State University. Sherry Haar has been our contact at Kansas State since this program began. We get 7 to 10 entries every year, and Sherry is just happy to work with. And the great thing is that she has hoarded all these samples that we've sent her for so many years. So one of the Kansas State entries had a piece of alpaca fabric on it that I haven't seen in about 8 years. So here's this little swatch, and I'm going, wow, she kept it all those years. Okay, so Sydney, her sponsor is Alpaca, who is a very good sponsor for this competition. Congratulations. In second place is Amanda Fosnight, also from Washington University. Come on up. Instructor is Jennifer Ingram, and also Liz Valkamp sponsored this entry. Liz also sponsored the other 2 entries that we got from Washington, so it's really cool. So congratulations. And Amanda just graduated, so yay, give her a big hand for that. And our first place finalist is Megan Gregory from SCAD. Stand up. She brought most of her family with her, so it's really kind of cool. She's got her own cheering section over there. This was hands down our favorite entry of the entire competition. It is just outstanding. I am just so pleased with it.
Thank you.
So her instructor is Doris Treptow Kovacs. Her instructor and I have become good friends over the last 4 or 5 years, and they do an outstanding job there. And her sponsor is Midnight Moon Alpacas in Elmhurst, Illinois. Congratulations. So the only way we make this happen is by the donations that you give monetarily and through the actual fiber products that we send to the schools. There's no other way that this would work, and I'm so glad that it's worked for 15 years. I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Ruth, thanks for all you do. Not only did Ruth do student design, she had a barn full of fleece for a while that we went and came and picked up on Wednesday morning. So thank you for all you do, Ruth, to help us out. So. We have a few other awards we're going to announce here real quick before we get to the Fleece Awards. I'm going to make Cheryl and Winnie wait just as long as they possibly can. So we have for our Skeins Judge's Choice is Metallica from New Era Fiber Mill, Carl and Jan Heinrich. Yes, I don't know that they're here. They're probably out at their booth selling one of those cool sweaters they made last night. The Fiber Arts Judge's Choice is Denise Conley with her Fantasy Archer's vest. And then the photo contest judge's choice is Brad Reichert from Timberview Alpacas with this little beauty right here. So as we get ready to prepare the Alpaca Owner's Guide this year, that will be our cover photo. Next we have a designer's choice, which we had it this year. It was something kind of new. We wanted to involve our members with some handmade products and create a new award that we'll give out at this event. This nice little Designer's Choice Award crystal here. I better not drop it. And the winner is Jessica, how do you say Jessica's last name? D. Eugenio. Is she here? Come on up. Very good. Thank you, Jessica. Now, real quick, we want to thank our sponsors. This event has been fabulous. We're so excited to be here in Nashville and to be coming back again next year. We'll get out the dates for you very soon. But let's start, since he just walked in. Carl Heinrich from Long Hollow, Surrey Alpacas, a New Era Fiber Mill. Thank you for all your support, Carl. We could not have done this without him. Our other sponsors for this event are Fun in the Country Alpacas, Kentucky Alpaca Association, the Tennessee Alpaca Association, Cascadnack Farm, Ian and Jennifer, Chimera Ranch, Herzog Alpacas, Rene Alpaca Farm, Tierra Prometida, and Golden Spirit Alpaca Ranch. We really appreciate all of our sponsors and their support of this event. We really appreciate all they did to help make this happen. I'll tell you what, two other people I want to thank really quick before I turn this over. How about a round of applause for Judy Schroeder and Sue Ives? They run a heck of a fleece room. Yes. They did a great job under great pressure this week because we wanted to have this event tonight. They worked hard. And how many of you in here volunteered in the fleece room this weekend? Stand up, all you volunteers, and be recognized, please. These guys were awesome. We couldn't make this happen without so many great volunteers. We really appreciate it. And Chris from CNC Alpaca Factory has been running that member marketplace, and they tell me that the business has been really good over there for our member marketplace, so we appreciate his time and coming and being here for that. All right, now the reason you all came was so you could find out about the Fleece Awards. So let's have Cheryl and Winnie. Where's Winnie? There's Winnie. And no, I'm not playing the Facebook game of Where's Winnie. But Amanda and Jill were here. They both have left to go home, but Cheryl and Winnie are here to present the awards for the Fleece Show. They had a good time in there, and we'll turn it over to them.
Thanks, Bud. What an incredible fiber extravaganza. I was privileged to be one of the judges for this incredible event. We had well over 600 fleeces in there with 4 of us judging. We started Thursday afternoon and didn't stop until sometime today. I don't even remember. It was incredible. And again, Judy, Sue, thank you, because you made our job a piece of cake. We couldn't do it without you.
And every volunteer was extraordinary.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
So we give a personal round of applause to them. Some incredible fleeces. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and make our announcements. I'm going to start by announcing the Cottage Championship Awards, and starting with the Gray Cottage Reserve Champion. Congratulations to Alpenglows Timotheus, Alpaca Fun Farm. Congratulations. The champion Gray Cottage went to BSRA Snowmass Enlightenment's Patron Blazing Star Ranch. Congratulations. Our Black Cottage champion, reserve champion, Paragon's Sonic Zeppelin, Paragon Alpacas. And our champion Black Cottage, Alpaca Fun's Back in Black. Congratulations, Alpaca Fun Farm. In our Fawn Cottage, our reserve champion, CCNF Rise Up, Paragon Alpacas. And our champion Fawn Cottage, Paragon's Sonic Solar Flare, Paragon Alpacas. Did we have any cottage white?
No.
Okay, there were no white championship cottage, and there were no brown cottage entries. So there are no champions in those 2 color classes. But we did have a high score in white out of 8 entries. So the high score cottage fleece went to Wendy's Stanley, Windy Farm Alpacas, a score of 82.125. Congratulations. We do award specialty awards in cottage. Our Cottage Fleece Best Brightness Award. Congratulations, SSKY, Kevlar's Divinity, Blendon Pines Alpaca Ranch. Our Cottage Fleece Best Handle. Congratulations, SSKY, Christoph's Lancelot, Blendon Pines Alpaca Ranch. And the coveted Cottage Fleece Judge's Choice Award goes to BSRA Snowmass Enlightenment's Patron, Blazing Star Ranch. I'm going to hand over to Cheryl to award the Surrey Awards for fleece entries, and we'll be playing back and forth with the rest of the classes.
Hello, everybody. Did you kind of catch in Winnie's voice when she started to thank you? We love our jobs, and when we come to an event like this, we feel a great sense of honor, number one, to be invited, and then to garner the respect of you breeders who send your fleeces to us. And we're always looking for well, there were some that just frankly made us weep. I'm going to tell you. I know it's sick and twisted, but we do love our jobs. And I think you all know the threat that I've been giving for years, and there were some that almost had me doing that.
I'll vouch for that.
Yeah, so with that being said, but seriously, thank you for participating, and it truly is an honor to look at your fleeces. I did not judge the Surreys, but I'm very proud to announce the awards. We'll start with the Gray Surrey Championship. The reserve goes to Jackknife by Fusion, Wild Rose Surrey Ranch. Is she here? Champion, Pixie Dust by Fusion, Memory M. Acres Farm. Black Surrey Reserve, Black Bijou of ATV, Alpacas of Tualatin Valley. And Champion Zoltar of Halo Ranch Alpacas. Surrey Brown Championship, Reserve, Fur Meadows Snipers MacGyver 2, Rogue Surrey Alpacas, and Fur Meadow Alpacas. The Brown Champion, Rogue's Legend, Rogue Surrey Alpacas. The Surrey Fawn Reserve goes to WPR Seabiscuit, Whistling Pines Ranch. Fawn Champion, Bravo's Drago of Silverfield Farms. I don't think they're here. Light Championship Reserve goes to Silverfield Storm by Bravo, Silverfield Farms. Champion, Salt Rivers Olympia, Salt River Alpacas. The Surrey White Fleece Reserve Championship goes to Big Timber Tahiti's Fire Dancer, Big Timber Alpacas. The White Champion, Maker's Cutter by McFired, Memory M. Acres Farm. Then we have the special awards for the Surrey competition. Best hand, this must have been a good one. Surrey, the score of 9.5 out of 10, Bravo's Drago of Silverfield Farms. So just, Amanda and I are judging Surrey Symposium in a couple of weeks. So I'm kind of excited to see what hope some of these are going to come before us, because Jill was really excited back in her corner. Best lock, spectacular bid, Rogue Surrey alpacas. Best luster, Highlander of ATV, alpacas of Tualatin Valley. Spirit of the industry, again, I think you'll know that that's awarded to an alpaca that is showing longevity and positive traits in an older age division. Unfortunately, I don't know the score that this received or the age. Do you know? But anyway, this one obviously is a good one. El Dorado Playmate of GVA Big Timber Alpacas. When you go in the fleece room and you look in the boxes, you'll see that, and it'll have the age on there. You'll be able to see the quality of that for the age. Then we go to the judge's choice with a score of 90 points. Okay, wow. Bravo's Drago of Silverfield Farms. Wow, that's impressive. And then in the Surrey competition, there was also a Surrey Get and a Surrey Produce of Dam. You'll see those when you go in there, but the winner of the Surrey Get was Silverfield Farms with Eldora's Acoyo Bravo by Rockstar was the sire. And in the Produce of Dam, the first place goes to Sierra Silk from Rainey Alpaca Farms, Ray and Candy.
The Surrey entries were pretty spectacular. There was a lot of oohs and ahs coming from that side of the room. On the other side of the boxes, every now and then we ran over there just to see what they were oohing at, because it's always worth it. So we do encourage you, even if you don't breed Surreys, go look at the Surreys. There are some phenomenal fleeces over there to look at. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue. We're going to go into the Wakaya Fleece Championships, and slightly out of order just because of the way we have paperwork, I'm going to give the indefinite championships first. So for the Wakaya Indefinite Male Fleece Championship, since we were able to break by gender into male and female categories, in Reserve Champion Indefinite Male, Still Rivers Blade Runner Big Hat Ranch. Congratulations. And Champion Indefinite Male, CCNF Naiden Cascadnac Farm. Congratulations. Naiden. Okay, we have a championship multicolor female. In Reserve, Matrix Call Me Beautiful, Two Hearts Alpaca Ranch. And in champion multicolor female, Crescent Moon's Acoyo Majesty Big Hat Ranch. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to move to the gray championships. In the gray male, for Reserve Champion, Red Granite's Royal Brutus, Alpacas of Moose Creek Ranch. And our championship gray male, Autumn Sun's Truthsayer, Autumn Sun Alpacas. Congratulations. Our gray female fleece championships, in Reserve, Chantilly's Moonlight Serenade, Cabin View Alpacas. And our championship gray female, Delphi's Naea Delphi Alpacas. We're going to move to the black male champions. Reserve went to Estates Stradivarius, Autumn Sun Alpacas. Congratulations. And in championship, Rocky Acres, Sir Buster Brown, Rocky Acres Alpacas. Our Wakaya Black Female Championships in reserve, Midnight Blue Onyx, 7 Acres Alpaca Farm. And our champion black female, Delphi's Risa, alpacas at Menagerie Hill Ranch. Moving to our brown male in reserve, CCNF Moonraker, Cascadnac Farm. And in our champion brown male, Majestics Trailblazer, Happy Tails Alpaca Farm. Congratulations. Our brown female reserve champion went to Crustal Spartans Maya, Foggy Bottoms Farms. I apologize if I've mispronounced that one. And our champion brown female, Skylines Enchanted, Rockstar Alpacas. I'll pass off to Cheryl, who judged the whites and lights, and I believe, no, just the whites. Okay, but she's going to announce the fawns and lights as well.
Yeah, Amanda judged the fawns and the lights in the Wakayas. So, yeah, so there were some seriously ripping fleeces in here. Wow. Wakaya Fawn Male, Reserve Champion, Red Granites Valdezir, Red Granite Ranch. Wakaya Fawn Male Championship, CCNF Sovereign Legacy, Cascadnac Farms. The Wakaya Fawn Female Reserve, Perfect Peace Peruvian Diva, Happy Tails, Alpacas Ranch. Wakaya Fawn Female Champion, Arrow Acres and Emmelisa's Mayfair, Arrow Acres Farms. The Wakaya Light, that's light fawn and beige, are combined for our light color championship. The reserve goes to CCNF Tristan, Central Hill Farm Alpacas, and Corova Beach Alpacas. The Wakaya Light Male Champion, CCNF Angiolo Cascadnac Farm Alpacas. The Light Female Reserve goes to CCNF Oriflamme Cascadnac Farm Alpacas. The Light Female Championship, CCNF Almathia, Cascadnac Farm Alpacas. Yeah. And then I got to have my hands in the whites. And
There was a lot of noise coming from that.
yeah,
Let me tell you.
wow.
I thought she was gonna, let me tell you.
I was just so close. The Wakaya White Male Reserve Champion, CCNF Priam, Cascadnac Farm Alpacas. And the White Male Champion, CCNF Bataclan, Cascadnac Farms. And then the females. The reserve white female, CCNF Gimlet, Cascadnac Farm. The white champion, CCNF Valeria, Cascadnac Farm. And then the fun stuff. picking from all those color groups, and coming up with each of us had a list of all of our qualifiers for the special awards in our color groups. And we all agreed that these were the winners. Best brightness, with a score of 9.5 out of 10. And my brightometer, as those of you who've heard me talk about it in the past, has had to be recalibrated, because as soon as I was forced at a show to give a 10 once, can't happen again, so that's my new 9.5. Well, I have a new 9.5, believe you me. This best brightness, I was going along, everything was fine. I had a bunch of 9s, and then don't you know, got to have the one that just is superior to that. And there it was, CCNF Valeria Cascadnac Farms. Just
That fleece absolutely glows. And I
It's-
think they put it under a light, so when you go over there, you can see it. It's almost translucent. It's pretty amazing.
yeah, it is very extraordinary, but let me just speak to that. I do believe, is there a light on it? I don't think we put a light on it, nor did we leave it open for you to see, because we've kind of learned from the past that some of these, when you have the fleeces open, especially these very exemplary ones of the Wakaya and Surrey, they seem to weigh less at the next show. So in an attempt to be respectful to the breeder and the producer, they're out for you to view, but they're under wraps, literally, okay? So you can look, but you can't touch. And then the best crimp, with a score of 9.5 out of 10, and how often does that happen? Again, that new 9.5 is a new one. Kind of transformative, because the 9s, we look around and that's even hard to get, right? So to break that 9 barrier to 9.5, when you know how hard it is to get the 9, and there were contenders. It wasn't just a one shot there. But best crimp with 9.5 out of 10, Xanadu, Surreyant, Xanadu Farm Alpacas. So this is the one that really gets me every time, and that's the best hand. Because you just fall into it, and you just can't stop touching it. And the feeling that you, the feeling that you get when this one, okay, so I'm like writing my paper, and I look up, and there's the next one being rolled out, and I reach out to pull it towards me, so there's my first touch. So I pull it a little closer, and I start touching it all over, and I had to bring every person who was in that fleece room to come and have this same experience. That's why the doors are locked. We share a happy moment together. I said, you have to come and touch this one. And I went to Winnie's group, and I said, come over here. I broke a thermometer and poured mercury on the table, and I want you to come and feel it. They're like, what? Think about what that would feel like. You know, did you ever do that as a kid? And you kind of chase that poison across the table? But anyway.
Explains a lot.
I didn't need it. That's kind of the feeling, because this was a new level. It was a new fiber sensory memory, and I wanted to share that with everybody in there. And that best hand award, 5 out of 5. I don't care if it was 100 out of 100, it would have gotten it all. We only have 5 for best hand, 5 for handle, but it means so much more, because to have best hand is contingent upon so many other things. But the best hand award is that CCNF Valeria. It is truly, stunningly amazing. Make more and share. The Wakaya spirit of the industry was equally exciting, I gotta tell you. Truly stunning animal. This was a male, and team, help me here. 151 months of age, scoring 77 points for longevity of fineness and handle and crimp and density and brightness and uniformity and absence of guard hair at 100 and... Do you see? I'm like 12-year-old, and this is a male. We need these in our industry. We've got them in our industry. And this boy, I think you might have heard of him, Snowmass Elite legend, Tierra Prometida and Cascadnac Farm alpacas. Where's... Just saying. Judge's choice. And this is one that we, again, look at all of our numbers. It doesn't have to be the top scoring fleece in the show, but it has to have scored at least 80 points. This is above that. And it was a pretty quick decision that this was the one that we wanted you to know. It was a juvenile, and sometimes we go for those older animals, but this is a transformative one. It's going to be the type that changes the industry. We've waited 10 years for this. Well, I won't, but whatever. I'm telling you, we waited 10 years for this. And this Judge's Choice Award at the 2018 AOA National Fleece Show for the Wakayas goes to CCNF Valeria. So for all the Surrey breeders in the room, when I'm at symposium, just get ready. Because I know you're going to bring it, and Amanda and I are going to love it. So thank you guys for showing up here too. It's fantastic. Okay, here we go. I need to do, did I get them all? Wait.
Did you get?
Wakaya Get of Sire had 12 entries in the Get. 12 entries in the Wakaya Get of Sire. And the male of all of those 12 entries to win the Wakaya Get of Sire, might have heard of this boy too, CCNF Elixir. Cascadnac alpacas. I'm not running through the list, but since I know she's sitting right over there, I'm going to tell you that second place was to Matrix Jubilee, Tierra Prometida. And then Produce of Dam, we had 7 entries in the Produce of Dam. First place went to a female named Prima Majesty, CCNF, Cascadnac Farms. And again, because I know he's sitting out there, I want to tell you that second place in that Produce of Dam was Isis by Nexus, Chris and Lori Works, Kendall Creek Farms. Yeah, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome fleece show. Awesome fleece show. We are very privileged. Thank you.
This is one for the record books, people.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So we're going to wrap up this part of the meet and greet by announcing the 2018 AOA National Fleece Show Cup Awards. These awards are set by division into small entry division with a classic cup, medium entry with vintage, and a large entry with heirloom. And it's based on number of fleeces entered in a show and a point system, and I don't understand all that part because I don't have to do it. They have to do it over there at the table. We just get to give the awards. So I feel privileged to be a part of being able to award these, and we're going to start with the Surreys. These are not them?
Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay, I guess we're not allowed to give the cup. Are they behind you?
right here. I'll hand
You'll hand them out. Okay. I'll get this under control, guys. Honest. Never been part of this one before. All right, so for the Surrey Classic Cup, which is the small entry division, congratulations for the Classic Cup Surrey to Silverfield Farms. Are you here? We'll accept that for you. And our Vintage Cup Surrey, congratulations to Rockin' D Enterprises. I don't think so. And our Surrey Heirloom Cup, which is our large entry division, congratulations, Rogue Surrey Alpacas. I know you're here. Congratulations. All right, and going into the Wakaya. For the Classic Cup, which is the small entry division, congratulations, Alpacas at Menagerie Hill Ranch. Thank you. Our Wakaya Vintage Cup, which is our medium entry division, congratulations, Alpacas of Moose Creek Ranch. Out here? All right, we always know the heirloom people will be here, right? So the Wakaya Heirloom Cup, which is the large entry division for the 2018 AOA National Fleece Show Award. Congratulations, Cascadnac Farms.
I'm not going to just hand it to you. Unless you fill it with wine.
Congratulations to all of our fleece winners. Thank you to all of our fleece entry participants. This show would not happen without your support of the AOA Fleece Show. We appreciate you stepping up to the plate and making this one of the biggest in a very long time with over 600 fleeces. And again, thank you to AOA for the privilege of being invited to judge your show here at the 2018 AOA Fiber Extravaganza.
Thank you, everybody.